a childhood that never felt light. From the time she could remember, she carried an awareness that made her feel older than her age, an instinct to observe before acting, to listen before speaking, to sense emotions that were never clearly expressed. And adults praised her for being calm and understanding, not realizing that this understanding came from learning how to adapt, rather than from feeling secure. As a little girl, she learned quickly that being easy was rewarded, that not asking questions kept things smooth, and that crying rarely changed anything. So she trained herself to self-soothe, to distract herself, to accept disappointment quietly, while other children were allowed to be loud, messy, and needy. And over time, she started believing that needing less made her stronger. Home was never simple. It was filled with mixed signals, moments of affection followed by criticism, encouragement tangled with control. And she learned that love could feel conditional, something you earned by behaving correctly, by succeeding, by not becoming a problem. So she became skilled at reading faces, predicting reactions, adjusting her tone and expressions to fit whatever version of herself was most acceptable in that moment, slowly losing track of which parts were genuine and which were survival. School became her refuge because it made sense, because effort translated into results, and she poured herself into it, excelling academically, gaining respect, becoming reliable, becoming the girl teachers trusted and friends depended on, the one who helped others study, listened to endless confessions, and offered advice with surprising maturity, all while quietly convincing herself that her own struggles didn't count because others had it worse. As she grew into her teenage years, her life looked full from the outside. Friends, laughter, goofy moments in hallways, inside jokes, harmless crushes that made her smile. But internally, she felt constantly tired, as if she was carrying an invisible weight no one else could see. Lying awake at night replaying conversations, worrying about disappointing people, wondering why success never felt satisfying, and why rest always came with guilt. There were days she cried silently in locked bathrooms, not because something dramatic had happened, but because everything felt like too much. And other days she felt numb, going through routines on autopilot, unsure when she had last felt truly present. Eventually she began writing, not to be good at it, and not to show anyone, but because words gave her a place to exist without performing. A space where she didn't have to minimize her feelings or justify her exhaustion. And though she didn't realize it at the time, this growing self-awareness, the quiet realization that surviving wasn't the same as living, was the beginning of a slow, difficult shift toward a future where she would learn that strength didn't have to mean silence, that love didn't have to be earned through constant effort, and that she was allowed to want a life that felt softer than the one she had learned to endure.